Om Bhadram Karneभिः शृणुयामदेवाः Bhadram Pashyemakshabhiryajatraः Sthirairangaistुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेमदेवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Page number 17, Karika number 14. जीवात्मनो पृथक्त्वं यत् प्रागुत्पत्तेः प्रकीर्तितम् भविष्यद्वृत्त्या गौणं तत् मुख्यत्वं हि न युज्यते. In our scriptures, which are aiming at teaching Advaitam Brahma, there are two types of vakyams. All our scriptures are aiming at teaching non-dual Brahman. Abheda Vakyani means the statements which are talking about the non-difference of Jivatma and Paramatma. Abheda Vakyani means those statements which are talking about the non-difference. Bheda means difference. Abheda means non-difference. Means non-dual Brahman. Means Advaitam Brahma. So Upanishads, the entire Vedanta has come to present that Advaitam Brahma. How Upanishad presents? Through the statements, Mahavakyams. What are those statements in Abheda Vakyani? Abheda Vakyani, which are talking about the oneness of Jivatma and Paramatma. Then the question arises, there are many Bheda Vakyani are also there, which are talking about Jivatma and Paramatma. Jivatma is born from Paramatma. Jivatma is the part of Paramatma. Paramatma is the cause. Like that, the difference, the Veda Vakyani are also there in the same Veda, same Upanishad. Dva Suparna Sayuja Sakhaya. So that mantras are all we saw in Mandukyopanishad, in previous Upanishads also. Even Yo Veda Nihitam Guhayam Parame Vyoman. Atma is residing, Paramatma in this Jivatma, in the Guha. Bheda Vakyam only. There are many Bheda Vakyams are also there. Yo Veda Nihitam, not only that, Brahmavita Apnoti Param. The previous Upanishads, Taittiriya Upanishad, we saw. Brahmavit, the knower of Brahman, Apnoti Param, he attains that Brahman. That Brahman means what? Different Brahman only. So therefore, Bheda Vakyams are there. How can you take only Abheda Vakyams? You are very choosy. No. Purvapakshi asks a question. Then Gaudapada Acharya says, yes, there are Bheda Vakyani. Those statements which are talking about the difference between Jivatma and Paramatma, there are statements, but we should not take them as primary. They are all temporary, secondary statements. They are all called secondary statements. We should not take them as primary statements. That's what he says in the 14th shloka, Karika. The Bheda, what we introduce is like a support. Payasam and cup, we have to remember. Okay, last class I told you, we never take the cup, but we take the payasam. You cannot get the payasam without cup support. So, like that, another example, we take the banana, leave the skin. We have to leave the skin. Without skin, banana cannot grow. So, banana has to be protected, supported by the skin. So, you are so much liking towards the fruit. Therefore, you take skin also. If you want to take skin of every fruit, you have to take jackfruit. Jackfruit thodave mudiyadu, சாப்பிடுறது எப்படி என்ன? அதனால skin you have to drop. One more example. The sugar cane, keep under your teeth, crush the sugar cane and take the juice. Chakkai you have to throw it out. No, chakkai kuda சாப்பிடுறேன்னா அப்போ you are elephant ன்னு அர்த்தம். Elephant கூட சாப்பிடுறதோ இல்லை, elephant சாப்பிடும். Okay, not human beings. Sugar cane you have to crush and swallow and drop the chakkai. Whole Dvaitam is chakkai. Can you get the sugar cane juice without that chakkai? First chakkai you have to take, that outer part of that. Because in that only there is juice. You cannot take only juice. Okay? And the chakkai, it has to be introduced. Then you have to drop. அதே மாதிரி தான் துவைத்தம் செக்கையோடு அந்த அத்வைத்தம் உள்ள இருக்க ஸ்வீட்டு பூர்ணம் மாதிரி கொடக்கட்டை. ஓகே, கொடக்கட்டையில மாதிரி உள்ளக்குள்ள ஸ்வீட் ஆத்மா அகம் பிரம்மா அஸ்மி ஞானம் அத்வைத்த ஞானம் இஸ் ஹிடன். டு கெட் தட் நாலேஜ் யூ ரிக்வயர் துவைத்தம் இஸ் எ சப்போர்ட். That's what he says. Tat pruthaktvam. That separateness, the introduction of that Jivatma, Paramatma, separateness, both are different. Jivatma is samsari, Paramatma is Swami, and Ishvaraha, all-pervading, powerful, omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent. You are alpicient, alpipotent, alpipresent. We accept this separateness, Jivatmanoho, of that Jivatma and Paramatma. Yat prakirtitam, whatever is introduced by the Upanishad, prakirtitam, which is declared by the Upanishad itself, we accept. Padappada சொல்றாரு, நான் சொல்லவே இல்லையே துவைத்தம் சொல்லலேன்னு நான் சொல்லவே இல்லையேன்னா ஐ அக்செப்ட் தட் உபனிஷத் இன்ட்ரடியூஸ் துவைத்தம். ஆனால் அங்கே ஒரு கிளாஸ், ஆனால் even though it is declared in the scriptures prakirtitam yat dvaitam, yat dvaitam prakirtitam, what dvaitam pruthaktvam jivatma paramatmanoho pruthaktvam, the distinction is mentioned. When prag utpatte, before the statements of creation, symbolizes the beginning of the Vedic teaching. Before the beginning of the Vedantic Mahavakya teaching, Aham Brahmasmi Tattvamasi munnadi, what Upanishad has introduced? Upanishad has introduced the Dvaitam. So, Prag Utpatti means before the beginning of that Vedantic teaching. இதெல்லாம் வேதாந்திக் டீச்சிங் வரத்துக்கு முன்னாடி தான் இந்த சிருஷ்டி பிரகரணம். ஜீவ சிருஷ்டி, ஜீவா இஸ் டிஃபரெண்ட், ஜெகத் சிருஷ்டி, ஜெகத் இஸ் டிஃபரெண்ட், பரமாத்மா இஸ் வைகுண்டம், கைலாசம். These are all given in the religion before coming to Vedantic teaching. Vedantic teaching talking about what? Advaitam. So before coming to Advaita philosophy, Advaita teaching, what was said before, Prithakvam is given. That is the meaning of Prag Utpatte. Before the creation. That statements, that whatever said Dvaita explanations, Gaunam. That is only secondary. Gaunam na secondary. Don't take Dvaitam seriously anartham. Gaunam na don't take it seriously. Even though I give the content with container, don't take container, you take only content. I am bringing the Advaitam with Dvaitam container. Ipadi? I am, Upanishad is talking. Naan sollale. Upanishad is telling, oh my dear student, I am coming to you with Dvaitam container, which is talking about Jivatma, Paramatma difference. That is container. In that container, what I want to give the content, Advaitam Brahma content I want to pass on to you. My dear student, my dear Bhakta, all people, all religious people, all religious Bhaktas people, you please take the Advaitam Brahma, drop the container. My humble request, Upanishad is requesting, my humble request to all of you, in some functions also, you please take that and drop that and you will something you drop and take that and they will say, like that, you drop the container. What is container? Advaitam container and sollakudadu. Dvaitam is content. அவன் அப்படிதான் பண்ணிட்டான். Except Advaita philosopher, all of them, நம்ம சிரிக்கிறோம் நிஜமா, all big philosophers, what they did, when the Veda has come to us with the Dvaitam container, with Advaitam content, unfortunately Sankhya, Yoga, Vaiseshika, Nyaya, all Shaiva, Vaishnava, Agama, Pancharatra, except Advaiti, all of them have taken container. They dropped content. They dropped the content. They are in majority. Somebody asked Shankaracharya, you are alone Advaiti. See, other philosophers, Dvaitis are, so many philosophers are there, but nobody is there for your support. You are only talking about Advaitam. Don't you feel insecure? Somebody asked Shankaracharya, Adi Shankaracharya. And Adi Shankaracharya says, that itself shows how powerful I am. I am standing to attack all of them, Shiva, Agama, Sankhya, Yoga, Vaiseshika, Nyaya, Buddha, Jaina, all other systems. Whatever religion is there, whatever philosophy is there, they're all standing to fight with me. I am going to attack means that itself shows how weak they are, how strong I am. That itself is a proof. I am not afraid of anybody, because this is the truth what I talk. This is the truth what Upanishad gives. That must be the courage of Advaita Jnani. So, Gaunam tat Bhavishyat vrittyahi mukhyatvam nahi ujyate. Bhavishyatvam means, Bhavishyat vrittya means from the standpoint of Advaita teaching. Bhavishyat na varapur teaching in If when beginning all this Dvaitam we have introduced. What is going to come? What is my purpose of introducing Dvaitam? Bhavishyad Vritya. From the standpoint of Advaitic teaching, which is going to come. Have you never thought that you will study Mandukyopanishad previously? Or 15 years back, 20 years back? Have you thought of? But fortunately, you were in the religion, you were in the culture, you have some samskara, Purajanama samskara, that brought you here. This is called Bhavishyad Vrudyana. Appadi solli ippo anubittar Bhagavan avanga. Of course, teacher also. You go and teach to them, they are all sitting in Mylapore. Where am I? From which state I have born and I have come here all the way to teach you. I never thought I will come and teach you in Chennai, to you in Mylapore here. How? In the Bhavishyad Vritya. From the standpoint of Vedic teaching, Vedantic teaching, that Advaita teaching, this Mukhyatvam nahi yujyate. Mukhyatvam means this separateness. Dvaitam has got only temporary validity, temporary acceptance. The importance to the separateness. Here, Mukhyatva means primary importance to the separateness, the difference, Bhedam. And the Bheda Drishtiki and the Bheda Varnana, Bheda statements, avala Mukhyatvam kudukade. Na yujyate na. Never give. It is not at all proper giving Mukhyatvam to what? Dvaita Vakhyani. Container-ku romba Mukhyatvam kudukade. You use it. Okay, you use it. See, any field, any subject, in any field of science, what we do? We enter into that field to study. We study that subject and we grow and we come out. Correct? In any field of science, we have to enter in that field, we have to learn and we have to study, we get the knowledge of that subject and we have to come out of it. Every science is like that only. Like that, I also want to enter into Vedanta, Advaitam, Brahma, and I enter and come out. And I come out ille. You cannot come out. Like salt, no? If you put in the water, and the salt pebble you put in the water, can it come out? It merge with the water. Similarly, except Paravidya, Akshara Vidya, other Vidyas, what you learn, Aparavidya, you have to drop one day or other. How many of you remember your school days mathematics? School days lessons, how many of you remember? Not necessary. But whereas this Paravidya is not such a thing to drop, but it is the content, you Brahma with Brahmaiva bhavati. Clip with clippuna bhavati. The knower of clip can never become clip. The knower of flower can never become flower. But knower of Brahman, become Brahman. Become inverted commas. There is no becoming. The knower of Brahman recognize I am Brahman. This is the difference between Paravidya and Aparavidya. Clear? Therefore, don't give, take these temporary statements, the Mukhyatvam, don't give primary importance to them. Only give temporary importance, secondary place for them. This is what Upanishad voluntarily coming down to the level of people. People cannot understand Advaitam Brahma without the support of Dvaitam. So, what you know, that Upanishad has to introduce. Then Upanishad has to take you to what you do not know. Just like when you want to guide a person to show an address, so and so place. Suppose a person is asking you, I want to go to that place, that house, where is that house? Please tell me the address. What you do? Before giving the address, tell me, do you know that place, nearby place, what you know? First you tell me. அது தெரியுமா உனக்கு? அது பக்கம் இருக்கு இல்லையா, அது தெரியுமான்னு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் அது கேட்பாள். பொண்ணு இது தெரியுமா, அந்த பிளேஸ் தெரியுமா, அந்த கார்னர் தெரியுமா, அந்த ஷாப் தெரியுமா, அது இருக்கு இல்லையோ அது தெரியுமா உனக்கு? அப்ப தெரிஞ்சா அது இது சொல்லுவேன். என்ன தட் பர்சன் சேஸ், ஆமா ஆமா அது தெரியும்னா, அங்க போ, அது பக்கத்துல கொஞ்சம் 2 வீடு தாண்டி இருக்கும். லைக் தட் வாட் ஹி நோஸ் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் யூ டிரா இஸ் அட்டென்ஷன். வாட் ஹி நோஸ், அடையாளம். அது சொன்னதுக்கு அப்புறம் அதுக்கு நியர்பை அப்படின்னு சொன்னா அவனுக்கு ஈஸியா புரியும். ஹீ கேன் கோ. புரியறது இல்லையோ? புரியறதா? அதே மாதிரிதான் நமக்கு துவைத்தம் நன்னா தெரியும். அவர் சாமி, நான் ஆசாமின்னு நன்னா தெரியும் நமக்கு. we are very much, by birth itself we are born with that separateness. I am a limited, small, tiny human being. Bhagavan is the creator. Bhagavan is the one who is protecting me. Bhagavan is the one who is saving me. He is almighty. This is already we know. So what Upanishad does? Upanishad introduced that. உனக்கு தெரியும் இல்லையா பகவான்? ஆமாம்மா தெரியும். அங்க கோயிலுக்கு போயிட்டு வா, நமஸ்காரம் பண்ணிட்டு வான்னு பூஜை அது இது சொல்லி. So Upanishad encourage what we know. Dvaitam we know, Upanishad encourage that. Like that, one person has studied a lot of Dvaita philosophy and he went another Pandit, Advaita Pandit. He wanted to do lot of Charcha argument with him about Dvaita philosophy. After studying 20 years, this guy, very young guy, went to that great Pandit. He wanted to argue about Dvaita philosophy. Then that Pandit looked at this young guy, படிச்சு வந்துட்டான், scholarly person, and having seen him, he didn't say anything. Then he said, you wait, I have some work, and finish that work and come. Then what is that work? And barber is coming. Today barber is coming. I have to do mundanam, and the very person, old person, old Pandit. You are young Pandit or old Pandit? The old Pandit said, I have to shave my head, so barber has come. Then this person is sitting on a corner, young Pandit. And this old Pandit is sitting in front of the barber. Barber removed his whole hair and make mundanam, shaved his head. And afterwards they are shaving what? They show the mirror, no? This barber has shown the mirror to this old Pandit. பார்த்துக்கோங்க கரெக்டா இருக்கா இல்லையான்னு. After seeing that face, that Pandit is admiring so much about the barber. Barber பேர் முராரி. முராரி என்ன கிருஷ்ணா. Oh Murari, you are really Narayana. Bhagavan Narayana you are. You are Narayana. Otherwise, how much varchas, tejas you have given to my face. Therefore, you are definitely you are Narayana. Then that barber was so much saying, I am not Narayana, please leave me. No, I want to do namaskara to you. And this old Pandit is running towards him. That barber is running away from this Pandit. I am not Narayana. This Pandit is running, means a few steps he has gone. No, you are Narayana, I want to do namaskara. Then that barber says, please leave me, I am not Narayana, I am a barber, your barber, every month I am coming, ordinary barber. This old Pandit looked at that young Pandit. Young Pandit புரிஞ்சு போச்சு. He has understood. நமக்கு புரியல, அவனுக்கு புரிஞ்சு போச்சு. ஏன்னா barber knows Dvaitam. What Dvaitam? Bhagavan is different, I am different. I am Jivatma, he is Paramatma. பார்பருக்கு தெரியும். அதுக்கு போய் நீ 12 வருஷம் படிச்சுட்டு வரணுமா என்ன? இந்த young Pandit want to argue about Dvaitam. Bhagavan is different, I am different. For that sake you have to study 20 years, 15 years. Barber knows that. For that sake you need not argue. That young Pandit did Sashtanga Namaskaram to this old Pandit. Please forgive me. The Ahankaram, Vidya, Yenna Vidya. Therefore, Dvaitam everybody knows. For that Upanishad need not come and teach Dvaitam. Apurvata, it must teach Anadhigatam. That which I do not know, only Upanishad should teach. Therefore, Gaudapadacharya says, don't take that Dvaita Vakyani, don't give them primary importance. Mukhyatvam na yujyate. Whole world is in Dvaita. If somebody is asking me, is Krishna is not above the consciousness? Is Krishna is not above the consciousness? Consciousness is lower, Krishna is above the consciousness. Then I said, what I have to say? Please come to the class next day. Like that, people think they are very, very intelligent. But on one side they say, I know very little. What you know little, got dangerous little. That is also. So therefore, full of ignorance. No. Next. Now with this, what is the final conclusion now? Conclusion is very important. Okay. How should we handle this subject matter? First, this discussion. Dvaitam is the means. Advaitam is the end. Dvaitam is means, Advaitam is an end. Next, therefore, what? Therefore, ultimately, Jivatma eva Paramatma. Jivatma, Paramatma are one and the same. And therefore, Jivatma is not born out of Paramatma. Jivatma is not born out of Paramatma. And therefore, Paramatma is not Karanam of Jivatma. When Jivatma is not born, Paramatma is not Karanam. Therefore, Jivatma is not born out of Paramatma. Therefore, Paramatma is not Karanam. Therefore, Paramatma is Karya Karana Vilakshanam. That is the conclusion. Karya Karana Vilakshanam. Whoever comes to this Karya Karana Vilakshanam Brahma, Advaitam Brahma, they are all fortunate people. Like you. Whoever come to Karya Karana Vilakshana Advaitam Brahma, they are all fortunate. Whoever is within Karya Karanam Brahma, they are all unfortunate people. Pitied to be. Pavam ani vidavendiyada. Okay, that is. Now we have concluded 3 topics. We have to consolidate. What are those 3 topics? With the third topic, this is with the 14th Karika, third topic is over. What are those 3 topics we have seen up to now? Yuktya Jiva Srishti Nishedha, Yuktya Jagat Srishti Nishedha, Shrutya Jiva Srishti Nishedha, third topic. Yuktya Jiva Srishti Nishedha, first topic. Yuktya Jagat Srishti Nishedha, second topic. Shrutya Jiva Srishti Nishedha. With this Shruti support, we have negated the Jiva Srishti negation. Jiva is not born. Why? Paramatma alone is in the form of Jivatma. Jivatma is another name for Paramatma. Now we have to enter into 4th topic. Very, very important terse Karikas. Okay. Very close to yesterday's shloka. We are going to see now. Very close to Nasato Vidyate Bhavaha. 15th Karika we will read. Mrilloha Vispulingadyaihi Srishtirya Choditanyatha Upaya Sobataraya Nasti Bhedah Kathanchana. So the aim of scripture is Vedathila start panni Abhedathila mudikanam. Mudivu eppadina Abhedathil. We have to reach Abhedam. Abhedam is non-difference. Now from 15th Karika onwards up to 30th Karika, in 16 Karikas, Jagat Persilio, adana nariya slokas. Okay. 16 Karikas, of course he goes through a diversion topic also in the middle. Jagat Nishedaha, fourth topic, Shrutya Jagat Nishedaha. Shrutya Jagat Nishedaha. By the support of Shruti, Upanishad is Gaudapada Acharya is negating that world is not born. This is the most unswallowable topic. That's why many people never approach Mandukyopanishad. Many people won't teach first Mandukyopanishad. Even though they teach also, people won't come to that Upanishad. Because there are so many statements which are unswallowable, undigestible, unassimilable. Really, I surprised so many students are sitting in Mandukyopanishad. What punyam you have all done, I do not know. I do not know means Bhagavan only knows that punyam. I can infer you have done lot of punyam. I need not know what punyam, but you have done lot of punyam. Otherwise, a person cannot sit in Mandukya class. That is sure. There is no doubt in that. So what now? There is no creation at all. This is what Gaudapada Acharya want to establish. இவ்வளோ டேஞ்சிபிளாக நம்ம முன்னாடி கிரியேஷன் தெரியறது. இந்த கிரியேஷனை போய் அவுட் ரைட் ஹி சேஸ் no creation at all. People are ready to attack him. See, how can you say that? Many places Upanishad is talking about creation. He himself introduced that. Pura Pakshi, the first line. Upanishad is talking about the creation. So, what we call world is nothing but another name for Brahman. What he is going to say? What we call world is nothing but Brahman. Chair is nothing but wood. See, whatever I give the background of Karika, it is very important to understand the Karika. Okay. There is, if I give word-to-word meaning and I teach, you cannot understand anything. For every Karika, deliberately I am giving a sufficient background to understand the Karika, so that you can assimilate the teaching easily. Chair is nothing but wood, desk is nothing but wood, cloth is nothing but fiber, ornament is nothing but gold, world is nothing but Brahman. How to understand? Whole world is, he says, just like whole world is like energy in motion. Therefore, there is a commotion. Whole world is in energy in motion. In motion world, there is a commotion. Commotion is my word. Okay, it's not said in Shastra. There is, where there is a motion, there is a commotion. So, the world is nothing but atoms in motion, energy in motion. If you go more deep into that, energy in motion. Into more deeper, if you go further, consciousness is in motion seemingly. Consciousness is in motion seemingly. Therefore, consciousness is, consciousness was, consciousness will be. Consciousness was, consciousness is, consciousness will be. You are mistakenly taken it as world. Okay, the world is another name for Brahman. Just as the pot is another name for clay. Pot is another name for clay. Adhe madre, world is another name for Brahman. Nammave mudiliye Swamini. If you are able to believe that much easily, Upanishad need not talk in so many mantras, slokas. There is a crucial point you have to understand slowly, gradually. Just like mother cannot give food, solid food to their baby. Days baby, weeks, months baby, 1 month, 2 months baby cannot give solid food. Idli, dosha kudukka mudiyuma? Any mother is dare to give that food to her baby? No. Then mother has to give what? Liquid food for few months. Then mother is confident child can digest semi-solid food mother gives. Next. Then mother gives solid food later. Like that, Upanishad is also one mother herself, she is taking care of child like this much. Upanishad Veda Mata is equal to 1,000 mothers. She is taking care of all the jivas and giving the teaching depend on their level. Liquid food, semi-solid food, solid food. If you solid food, Advaitam Brahmanu sonna digestion ahamani indigestion vandudum. Adinala the Dvaitam, religion, upasana, and the creation all are introduced by the liquid food and ardham. Puriyarudha? Illa liquid food. Innu and the liquid alone liquid poduva. Enna பண்ணுவா? பால்ல இன்னும் தண்ணி நிறைய ஊத்தி கொடுப்பா குழந்தைக்கு இல்லையா? Even direct that milk also we don't give. நிறைய தண்ணி ஊத்தி கொடுப்பா. அது மாதிரி நல்ல டைல்யூட் பண்ணி நமக்கு சாஸ்திர is தன் ஃபன்னல்ல அந்த ஏதோ வச்சு போடுவாள் அது மாதிரி ஃபனல் அது மாதிரி ஊத்துறது சாஸ்திரம் நமக்கு. ஆனாலும் ஏற மாட்டேங்கிறது டங்குனா எவ்வளோ கஷ்டப்பட்டாலும் கூட கஷ்டமா இருக்கேன்னு சொல்றேன். நாட் யூ பீப்புள், ஜெனரலி அவுட் சைட் பீப்புள் இல்லையா? ஓகே, now look into the Karika. So Jagat Darshanam to Brahma Darshanam. He is taking us. Pavam, Gaudapadacharya all the way arranging the sadhana camp. Gaudapadacharya. Enna sadhana camp anna? All Jagat Darshanam people he is taking to Brahma Darshanam show. Brahma Darshanam show. Now look into the Karika. Ya Srishtihi Chodita. The creation which has been taught. Janmadhyasya yataha tasmadva etasmad atmana akashas sambhutaha akashadvayuh gnapangam vayoragnihi agnirapaha adhyah prithvi prithivya oshadhayah oshadhibhyonnam annat purushaha. The whole creation. He gives example here. Anyatha means in many ways Upanishad is talking about the creation. I agree with that. I accept with that. I never say Upanishad has never talked about creation. I know that. Even Upanishad has introduced what? Panchabhuta Srishti. In Taittiriya Upanishad, Panchabhuta Srishti, and even in Mundaka, many Upanishad, Panchabhuta Srishti, Chandogya Upanishad, Tribhuta Srishti. From Agni itself it has taken Srishti. That is true. Anyatha Chodita has been taught by the Upanishad. By giving what examples? Mrulloha Vispulingadhyaihi. Mrulloha anna Mrutu Loha Vispulinga. 3 examples. Mritu means clay. From clay, just as the pot is born from the clay, Similarly, the world is born from the Brahman. Upanishad has introduced. Mritu means murlohan irukku. Enga eppadi split pannanum? Mritu means man, clay. Loha, metal. Gold. Vispulinga, sparks. This interpretation, this introduction, these examples given by the Upanishad itself are to introduce the creation. But all this for what? Sa avataraya upayaha. They are all only techniques, methods, a methodology. Adhyaropa, upayaha means it is an adhyaropa, a superimposition given in. For what purpose? Avataraya, for the understanding of non-duality, to bring that non-duality, to draw your attention, to driving home towards that what? Advaitam Brahma. For that avataraya, to unfold that Advaitam Brahma, Upanishad has created a drama. What drama? Creation drama. That means Upanishad is cheating us. இல்லாத ஒரு கிரியேஷனை சொல்லி நம்மளை மாய பண்றதே என்ன, மெஸ்மரைசிங் அஸ் என்ன. It is not mesmerizing unless Upanishad doesn't introduce Srishti, you cannot understand. There is a method of teaching. There is a method of teaching. The method la idu one. Upayaha saha avataraya. Saha means that Dvaita Srishti or Jagat Srishti. Saha means Jagat Srishti. It is a upayaha. Introducing the Srishti Prakriya is a upaya, a technique, a method. For what? Avataraya. For the understanding of non-dual Brahman. Avladha. Nasti bheda kathanchana. There is no duality really anywhere, anyhow. Kathanchana. Bhedan real bhedame kadiyadu. உனக்கு டீச் பண்றதுக்காக தான். நாஸ்தி பேத கதஞ்சனா. நெக்ஸ்ட் காரிகா. ஆஶ்ரமாஸ்திரிவிதாஹீன மத்யமோத்கிருஷ்ட திருஷ்டயः உபாசனோபதிஷ்டேயம் ததத்தமனுகம்பயா. So, technique to introduce this is creation, Srishti is talked in the Upanishads. Just like we introduce the Srishti and there is Srishti we say, but later we say, once you understand Advaitam Brahma, Upanishad boldly says there is no creation. Upanishad need not say, you yourself say. Once you understand Advaitam Brahma, boldly you yourself say, there is no creation. It is possible. How? One example, there was one person, he had 3 sons. The 3 sons, he is at the time of departure, no? He is at the fag of end of his life. He said, I have only 17 elephants. I want to distribute these 17 elephants to my 3 sons. And he is a written will and gone, that person. 17 elephants have to be distributed to the 3 sons. And what ratio you have to distribute? And our kanaka kuda sollitaru. 1/2 ardha bhagam undi first son. 1/2 first son. Then 1/6 second son. And third son 1/9 portion. And the madri distribute pannana. 1/2, 1/6, 6 1 by 9. இந்த 17 எப்படி டிஸ்ட்ரிபியூட் பண்ண முடியும்னா, ஹவு டு டிஸ்ட்ரிபியூட், இது ஒரு கணக்கு, சும்மா ஜோக்கு மாதிரி. ஓகே, நவ் 1 by 2, 1 by 6 இல்லை, 1 by 3 for second son, 1 by 9 third son. Okay, now and one intelligent person in the kingdom or mantri or a minister, he came on an elephant. One elephant he came. He said, I am donating this elephant to you to solve your problem. Then he introduced that elephant. That is now totally 18 elephants. In the 18 elephants, 1 by 2, how many? 9 elephants. 1 by 2 na 9 elephants ne first son. Then 1 by 3 na how many elephants? 6 elephants for the second son. 1 by 9 na how many elephants? 2 elephants to third son. Now kanak pannungo, எத்தனை elephants வருது? 9 plus 6 plus 2, how many? 17. What about that 18th elephant? அவனை எடுத்துட்டு போயிட்டான், போதும். Now 17 elephants he has distributed according to his கணக்கு, and he has taken his elephant. அது மாதிரி the whole creation is also like 18th elephant மாதிரி. இது introduce பண்ணி you have to drop பண்ண. Now before going to this Karika, you have to understand this pot, why Upanishad has introduced, pot example. First we introduce pot is a product created. 4 statements I am going to give. You have to examples, you have to understand first 4, and then I go to the Ashtanta. What are those first 4 statements? First, pot is introduced as an effect. First I introduce a pot as an effect. This is stage number 1. Pot is karyam. Ghatam is a karyam, a product. In first stage I introduce the pot as a product. Karyam. Karyam is a product. Product is that which is created. Pot is created. Pot is a product. Now the second stage, immediately you question, what is the cause of this pot? How pot is created? Question. Answer is what? Pot is created by the clay. Clay is the karanam. Second stage. What is the cause of the pot? Clay is the cause of. So clay is the karanam. Second stage. Pot is karyam, introduced, first stage. Clay is the karanam for that pot is the second stage. Then the third stage is crucial. Tell me, where is the substance called pot? My question. Third question is what? Third stage the question arises. Where is the substance called pot? Pot is a product, karyam. Its cause is clay, second stage. In third stage, I ask you, where is the substance called pot? If we inquire into that, I want a substance called pot. Pot அங்கிற substance பொருள் இருக்கா? இருக்கு சுவாமி, உங்க கையில இருக்குன்னு. I'll ask you, then you take the pot, I take the clay. If you say there is a substance called pot, come on, take me the pot without clay. I take the clay. You take pot. Can you take the pot? Therefore, there is no substance called pot. It's a very, very important statement, underline. There is no substance called pot other than clay. If it is there, you must come and take the pot. Other than clay, if there is a substance called pot, separate substance, you take the pot. You cannot take the pot as a substance separately. Because it is not there. How can you take? You cannot take. Therefore what? There is no pot substance at all. That means what? There is no karyam angara ghatame kadiyadu. Pot pair enna Sanskritamlo? Ghatam. Ghataha eva nasti. Pot is not there. Third stage. Karya ghataha nasti. Substance, no pot means is equal to no karyam anartham. No karya means how can you call the clay as karanam? Once there is no karyam, karyam means there is no product called pot, really. Okay. What you are seeing is what? Clay only you are seeing. What am I holding? Clay. I am holding the clay only. There is no pot. Since there is no pot, really, clay alone appearing as pot, karyam is not there, product is not there. Once you negate the karyam, clay can hold the karanam status. Clay can have the karanam status. Karyam irundadane, product if real irundadane, karanam status to clay it can give. Since you have negated the pot, product, karyam really, status you have negated, karyam, automatically you are negating karanam status of clay. Up, what is the fourth stage? Third stage, there is no pot, karyam, substance is not there. Therefore what? Fourth stage la, karanam, tvam of clay also is not there. Clay is not karanam. Clay is not a cause. Why? Since karyam is not there. What karyam? Product. Pot karyam is not there. Karanatvam is also not there. Now what is the consolidate conclusion? Pot is not born. Pot is not born. Clay is not cause. There is no karyam at all. Therefore, clay is not karanam at all. Therefore, whole thing is negated. Then what is there? Clay alone is there. Clay alone is there. Clay alone is there. Clay alone is there. But what is this pot creation and all? Vacharambhanam vikaro namadeyam mrittika ityeva satyam. It is only a lip movement, verbal nama, rupa. It is on your lip only. It is not true. Similarly, now come to the Ashtanta. Pot negate Pandit mudichitted. You have to negate the whole world now. Come on, you have to be ready. See, and the karyam irukkiram bodhu karanam karyam relation, cause effect relation can be there. Only clay is there. Where is the relation? With what clay can have relation? Clay has got relation with pot. If pot real substance irundadane relation. Relation is always from the standpoint. Jagrata gamanam. Relation is from the standpoint of a second thing. I am related to what? My brother. I am related to my husband. I am related to my father. Related is always with the second thing. Clear? If second thing is not there, how can you relate? How can you talk about standpoint? Pot nijama irunda, pot is the effect. It has got a karanam. Clay is the karanam. You can talk cause-effect relation. Standpoint. From cause standpoint, pot is the effect. From pot standpoint, clay is the cause. You can talk. Are irukkiradhu ore oru porul. One, mrut. Mrityeva satyam. Ghatana satyam. It is not satyam. Therefore, you cannot talk about relation, you cannot talk about standpoint. Therefore, what? No second thing. Second thing illenna jagat eppadi varum? Karanam karyam eppadi irukka mudiyum? Irukkaradhe onne onnu. Ekameva adviteyam. Now look into the Darshtanta. So fourth stage, you arrive at karya karana vilakshanam. Mrit. Mrit is neither karyam nor karanam. Karyama ghatamu ille. Karana status su kadiyadu. Mrit. Mrit is mrit. That's all. Adhe madri. Now come to world. Accepting the world as karyam. I accept the world as in effect. Karyam. Because I am seeing the world, since I am seeing the part, just I have introduced the part. Okay, similarly I am seeing the world part edathila world vechikanum. Okay, karyam. Second stage, who created the world? What is the cause of this world? Bhagavan. Religion la Bhagavan ani solluva, God ani solluva. Namma Vedantam la Brahman. Brahman is the cause. Second stage. Third stage, there cannot be a karyam separate from karanam. Third stage is what? There cannot be a karyam separate from the karanam. Tell me, is there world substance really speaking? Other than karanam? Is there world? World, karyam, made up of what? Brahman, Karanam, Upadana Karanam, Nimitta Karanam. God exists, God created the world, God became the world, world is nothing but God. Can world exist separate from the God, Brahman? No. Is there substance separate world other than Brahman? Because Brahman only appearing as world, therefore there is no karyam jagat substantiality separately. Karyam jagat nasti. Karyam jagat nasti. Yenna karyam cannot exist separate from karanam. Karyam angiradhu porul, jagat porule kadiyadu. Appo karyamangara jagat porul illenna fourth stage la karanatvam of Brahman is gone. Brahman karanatvam status is removed. Brahman karyam irundadane karanam. Jagat karyam angara part. Inga part annappo nanna sonnel. Jagat anna sonna udane appadiye kondu varanum. In the part appadiye vechukkanum manasukulla. Paarenga part engiradhu kadiyave kadiyadu. Irukkiradhu clay dhaan. என்ன கிளேய பாட்டா மாறிடுது இல்லையோ? அதே மாதிரி இந்த ஜெகத் இஸ் நத்திங் பட் பிரம்மன். Brahman alone is appearing as Jagat. Where is separate product called Jagat? Once a separate product Jagat is not there, how can you call Brahman as Karanam? Karanam of what? Jagat. Jagat is what? Nothing but Brahman. இருக்கிறது ஒரு பிரம்மனுக்கு காரிய காரண ரிலேஷன் எப்படி வரும்? அப்ப இருக்கிறது யாருன்னா பிரம்மன். எப்படிப்பட்ட பிரம்மன்? காரிய காரண விலக்ஷணம் பிரம்ம. அவர் காரியமும் ஆகலேது, காரியம் இல்லத்தினால காரணமும் இருக்க முடியாது. அதனால் என்ன? காரிய காரண விலக்ஷணம் பிரம்ம. பிரம்மன் இஸ் நான் different. Brahman is different from neither cause nor effect. Brahman is not cause or effect. So you have to do lot of contemplation. Okay. So first stage and second stage are called adhyaropa. We introduce the effect. First stage and second stage are called adhyaropa, superimposition. Introducing the effect and its cause is called adhyaropa. Negating the effect, negating the causality, karanatvam, is apavada. Adhyaropa apavadabhyam nishprapancham prapanchate. But then for what all these things? And Gaudapada Acharya says, all these are for manda, madhyama, adhikaris. Dvaitam, religion, worship, Bhagavan, creation, all this for inferior manda. Heenam ani sollitaru. Heena, madhyama, utkrishta. Karma yoga for manda adhikaris. Upasana for madhyama adhikaris. Jnana yoga Vedanta class is for uttam adhikaris like you. Purnamadah purnamidam purnat purnamudachyate purnasya purnamadaya purnamevavashishyate. Om shanti shanti shanti. Harihi om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi om.